Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, we know I certainly would not have as many people that I'm talking to right now as I do right now. Oh boy, you know, my life is really, really busy. I don't sleep much, and I'm constantly on the go. I don't know if it's something wrong with me or what, but I just got to be doing something or I go crazy. Now, I apologize. The video I put up last night talking about 3 weeks to go in the season, I used the intro and I ended up just basically erasing the other clips from the video I did previously, but somehow the music stayed on it and I didn't have time to re-edit it last night and put it back up. I apologize. I messed up. You know, I'm technology challenged, so forgive me when I screw up on some of these things. I try and put out the best content I can, and also try and live my life and do my work and everything else, and it's hard to juggle everything, so sometimes you will make mistakes. So forgive me if sometimes I misspell something in the title or the caption, or if I end up having music in the background when I shouldn't. I wish I had more time and more help to be able to do this, but unfortunately I don't. I really enjoy doing videos and talking about football and stuff like that, but I have to also make a living. It's kind of interesting because today I'm actually off, which was a rarity. The company I work for, I love working for them. You know, we do all this work and stuff at Smithsonian. I get behind the scenes. I see artwork before anybody else will see it. And, you know, actually build out these spaces, which is great. But I was on a salary and I was working 50, 60, sometimes 70-hour weeks, which made it even harder to do this. So I was kind of like, guys, I can't keep doing this and not get compensated for it. So I changed to hourly. And it's funny because now all those hours that I used to have, it's like, oh, no, you can't work over 40 hours. So in fact, today they were, I don't know if they're sending me a message or what, but today they were like, oh, we need you off today. And I'm like, oh man, really? It's like, but this is perfect because I can go down to Waynesboro. I've got some properties I need to take care of, and some paperwork down there I need to take care of, and we have the solar eclipse. So I'm going to go on top of the mountain. I'm going to set up my video camera as well as my still camera, and I'm going to get some pictures of the eclipse and do a whole video on it, which will be fantastic. So it actually worked out pretty good. The reason I was able to go to California for training camp was because we finished off one job and the next project didn't start till that Monday. So far so good. We'll see how that works out. But I want to talk about Jaylon Smith and his performance. For a guy who hadn't played for almost 600 days, a guy who had a catastrophic knee injury with nerve damage to the foot and still has dropped foot, he played well. Played really, really well. Got a tackle, you know, moved around pretty good, but he still has a long ways to go. Heath Evans, God. Heath Evans is one of those guys that you just gotta hate on the NFL Network because Heath Evans is so damn arrogant, you know? Everything with him is, you know, oh, when I played in New England or when I played in New Orleans, you know, and my ring here, you know, he kind of gets on your nerves. He's got one of those attitudes and arrogance that just bothers me. But he was saying that Jaylon Smith hesitated. I won't say he hesitated. I think that's actually a poor choice of words. What I'll say is he hasn't played football in 600 days. Some of that was poor pursuit angles. And by that I mean, it's like shooting a gun. If you have a moving target, you don't shoot where the target is. You shoot and aim for where the target's going to be. So you have to lead it and allow for the time of getting there. We had a great drill at JMU that I absolutely hated. I played nose guard, which is a position that's kind of eliminated these days. But what we do is the coach would be in front of us with the football. We'd all be lined up in our positions, and we had our angle that we would have to go ahead to run to. Well, considering most nose guards are big, fat, and slow, we had the deepest angle, so we were like the last one, so we had the farthest to run. So you end up having 11 guys that are running to the point where you think the runner's going to be. So if it was like a sweep, the action was going to the left or to the right, everybody's got their pursuit angle to the right. That way your point of contact is where he's going to be. If you aim for where he is now, chances are you're going to miss him because he's not going to be there anymore. And that's where Jaylon Smith had more problems, was his angles, his pursuit angles were too sharp and he couldn't cut, which brings me to the other point. With that drop foot, what it is you've got to be able to push. You got to be able to push off. And that's where that lateral movement, moving side to side. You know, it's like your knee joints actually bend a little side to side when you cut. Like you see a jump cut, you'll see guys' knees kind of go a little bit, and that's of course where they blow up. Sometimes it's just too much for that joint to hold. And that's the same thing with that ankle and that foot. That with that drop foot and that Ritchie brace is pulling his foot back up, but he's not getting that strength yet to be able to really push off and react to make those cuts. Hopefully that will come in time as that foot heals up more and more, where he'll be able to get more strength to be able to push off of it. So I don't think Heath Evans is right that he was hesitating. It wasn't he was scared, because I saw him take on a block from a guard, straight up, stand the guy up with his forearm and shoulder pad, get rid of him, and then get back upfield. So to me, that tells me that his leg and everything else is strong enough that he can hold up. It's, you know, when you're talking about getting hit by a guard and you're going full steam at him, that's a lot of pressure on that ankle. If it was going to go, it would have gone then. So it's not a matter of will it hold up. The question is how much use will he get out of it? And only time will tell. And we'll see how it goes. So I feel good about the performance he had for the first time being on the field in so long. And when you play after an injury like that, the first couple of plays are scary, because you're wondering, will this thing hold up? Is it going to go? You just don't know. So I'm happy about that. So again, I apologize for screwing up that video last night, and I'll try and make sure I do a little bit better. I got to take a little more time on it, and hopefully we'll see the eclipse. Looks a little hazy out, a little bit cloudy, but we're going to try and get it if we can. So as always, friends, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Joe Boo, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Oh, don't forget, live stream tonight, 9 o'clock. Make sure you're here, Eastern. See you then.